I am back with my favourite person, or one of my favourite persons, Amy.
Hi, Karen.
We're looking at this Trump, right? I'm just going to go back to the beginning. I just couldn't believe it when I saw that come on. The moment I saw this, I just, like, he's been on the news. There was a news station using this, and he has gone beyond blonde. Not only is his hair beyond blonde, he's got this orange, like a yellowy orange face. Now, I remember telling Amy, we've just stopped on this bit a minute, Amy, and I'm not going to let you talk in a minute.
Okay.
Do you remember what they said about Kennedy being yellow? What it was is that he was always yellow, and people used to sort of comment on the fact that he had such, you know, like, well, I suppose they thought he looked like he'd been on holiday. But then afterwards, I found out that he had lupus. But I don't think they can all have lupus, can they? But when this video comes on, you can see that Trump is a video on a video. And there's no depth to his face. And this man is president, and he's allowing all these videos of him to go out when he knows what's going on, doesn't he, Amy?
Yes. Yes, I couldn't believe it when I saw this. Shocked that they would try to pass this off as real, because it's so obviously it's like a cartoon, a drawing or something. And
it's a video on a video.
Right. Yes, a video on a video. And it's just terrible to do that.
Okay, we're just going to whiz it on a little bit now.
Okay.
So we're going to the next bit. So, right. It does come through. I sent you that picture of his nose where you can see all this orange around his nose. Look, can you see it, everybody? Of course, it's around his cheeks, but on his nose. And look at the white of his eyes, just around here.
Yes, all that white.
I'd love to know who played him. Well, one of the people that plays him. And we'll just move on a little bit, Amy.
Okay.
So we've done that one. The orange, so orange. It's fake.
Yeah.
It just boggles me this last few days, what with Alex Jones being Pompey, and we have actually, oh, 1 second, I'm going to stop. There, I stopped there, good. Oh, there's a picture of you on it, Amy, do you mind?
No, it's fine.
It's because it's on fake,
right.
It's because this is from Facebook. Yeah, orange means something though, doesn't it? It does mean, I mean, the Queen's orange in the UK, Trump's orange, President Kennedy was orange. What is it? Because they're on their last days or something. Let's turn them orange.
Maybe so. Yeah, I tried to look it up in Freemasonry, what it might symbolize, and it actually said that they very rarely use orange, but...
what liars!
Yeah, maybe it's just a lie, because I'm sure they probably do.
And you know I sent you that picture where I said, look at the side of his head. This is the one we're looking at, where you can't see, well, I don't know what that is. There's no, definition. Also, his eyes are different colour here when I stopped. Yeah, just all bizarre. It's all strange around here on his neck, but just look at that, peoples.
Yes.
Right, we're just whizzing it on now. I just can't get over the hair thing, but I'll tell you what, in a minute, Amy, we'll put that picture that you sent me where he tweeted that was a fake picture of him.
Okay.
Right, just look at that. I've slowed the footage down. What we're going to do is we're going to play what he says in a minute. But I'm just slowing this footage down. It's a video on a video.
Well,
so I think what it is my whole point when I've thought about this before is that we're 3D beings on a video. He's 2D video on a video. Of course, they've got to do all this. Like, why is he getting more orange? Is it because he's getting more and more like he's going to be the king of the world or whatever it is?
Yeah, I just can't figure that out. But there's no logical explanation.
So look at this. So that, you remember I said when it flipped, look at that picture of him. There you go. That just wouldn't happen if it was real. We're supposed to be real beings. And carry on, Amy.
Yeah, well, I don't know what the orange could be saying, honestly. There's no explanation when I was Googling about it. So they claim it's something to do with some skincare products that he used or something, but I don't think that is it. So it's probably
no, he's a virtual reality. Well, it's a virtual reality video.
Right.
And different people deep fake with him. So it's okay saying that one picture isn't real of him, but they're all not real of him. Amy, we're finishing now, so
okay.
Last word from you?
Which is so sad every time I see these, pictures of the president. I voted for him. I thought he was going to make America great again. And then come to find out that all we see is fake pictures of him. And then I'm very disappointed how he's handled the whole pandemic thing.
Yeah, you tweet him, don't you, Amy?
I do tweet him in the hopes that if he is real and we're just looking at these deep fake things, I do tweet him.
But he can't reply to you, Amy, because he's a virtual reality video.
Right. I'm sure the computer that puts out these tweets, I'm sure it's not even really him. That's my theory. But I'll go he'll put a tweet and I'll tell him, please stop all this. We know it's a pandemic and we want to not be part of the New World Order.
Here, Amy.
And I keep doing, oh, thank you, Karen.
Well, Amy was one of the most mildest and meekest women that I've ever met. Well, on as a friend, and she was so quiet, and now, whoa, she's got a big voice.
Yes, Karen empowered me, inspired me.
Well, I wish you were the president.
Oh, thank you. Yes, I wouldn't even want to be a president, but get rid of fake stuff. And all the propaganda, that'd be the most important thing to me, is all this propaganda. It would stop.
Yeah.
If I could do it.
Well, I've made it a bit longer, Amy, because I said that I only had 2 minutes 43 and we've been going for 8 minutes, so thank you, Amy.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you. Again, she's seeing it blind, she'll have to wait for the video. Just looking at this on here. Look at him compared to her. Even though we're not sure who that is, we're going to look into this a little bit, this person here, because we have a feeling we know who this is, but we're going to look at that. But look at the state of Trump compared to her. You can see the colour on him is not right. She looks more real than him. Last pic. Amy sent me this picture. It says, Trump insists real photograph revealing his fake tan is fake. So he's not saying that picture's not him. He's just saying that they put this fake tan on him. But when you actually zoom this picture up and you see around here, it doesn't look around his head. But Amy, what's your
I think that he says it's photoshopped, but I just think it's probably just more of the deep fake or whatever, because you see that orange and you see that real white around it. So maybe the picture is the usual technique of what they do, maybe, and he said it's Photoshop, but because everybody was commenting so much on it that he had to make a tweet about it and say that it was a fake picture. And so maybe because so many people were so interested in it, he just decided to put a tweet out that it was a deep fake.
Also, Amy, can you see that picture? Do you see that he's actually got a different coloured hair colour? Like, it looked like he had darker coloured hair, but the back of behind his ear looks white. The bit above his ear looks, and then there's this. But when we go back to that video, he's like orange. His hair's orange, blonde, orange.
Yes, it's different color than we usually see. And he said he liked the way his hair looked when he made that tweet. He said he thought it looked nice blowing in the wind. So it's probably just another, this time everybody really maybe picked up on it, how it looked, and so maybe that's why he tweeted that this is Photoshop, but they're all Photoshopped or whatever, really.
One thing on that, right? We want the truth. We all want the truth. We don't want to be watching lies like we're doing every day. He knows, or they know what they're doing, but let's just say he doesn't. There's all these videos, loads and loads of videos of him deepfaked. How can the man be president when nothing about him is real?
That's right. Yeah, it just makes me think we're just run by computer programs or something. You know, I mean, he's not unaware of what's going on. His tweet said, "More fake news. This was photoshopped, obviously, but the wind was strong and the hair looks good. Anything to demean." So, you know.
You think they're demeaning? They're all demeaning him, and he knows it because he's part of their game.
Right. Right. It's just part of all. It's all part of the game. And maybe the orange is why he's orange. I was thinking because if the Freemasons don't use it that much, maybe because in this whole big game we're in, that Trump is supposed to represent the agenda not related to Freemasonry and all that other stuff.
But how can you be a president when you know that nearly anything about you is fake?
Right. It's just it doesn't make any sense.
And in a sense, this is quite it's quite a clarity picture of him. But this is what our television should look like. This looks nothing like that video. That video is not him. And if they've got to doctor him that much, what are they doing?
I don't know.
Hey, we've got Trump, but let's make him look 20 years younger than he really is.
Yes.
We just want the truth. He's 70-something. Can't we have a 70-something president then?
Right. It's just bizarre. I just can't understand.
I mean, to be honest, I think this whole... in a sense, let's get this. If you look at his shoulder, right? Look at that. The whole thing's been stuck in there. That's not a real shoulder. A real arm. There's something wrong with the whole thing.
Right.
Not even this. So he says it's Photoshop. But yeah, you're right. Look at this. Anyway, Amy, we've been going for another 5 minutes, which we've got to stick on the video.
Okay. Oh.
Thank you, Amy.
You're welcome, Karen. Thank you.
The president putting anarchists and looters on notice ahead of the planned protests this weekend.
The American dream is the sacred birthright of every American child. And that's what we have, is we have the American dream. And nobody's going to shatter the American dream, not the anarchists, not the agitators, not the fools, not the looters. I want to also thank all of law enforcement. The job you've done is incredible. We signed a bill. You play with our monuments or our statues, you go to jail for 10 years. It's amazing how it all stopped so fast. Stopped so fast. We let the local authorities handle it as long as possible, but ultimately we said, let's step in, and we stepped in and it stopped.